That's it off and racing the opening Tattersalls Cheltenham December sale in Cooney Furlong 4yo. The mares Maiden heading on their way towards their first of 13 long run before they meet it. Down the bottom end of the hill, prominent early on is going to be Push Push, being chased in second spot by Everyday Life. Elderflower Tonic towards the outside there, then being followed by Lowman Lady in company with 5 Shiros. Just in behind these races as they continue to make the downhill run, French Adventure, and the overback marker early on is Grace Hill. So making the run downhill and preparing to run on towards fence number 1, what will be their last in 2 more circuits. And out front with the advantage, it is Elderflower Tonic under Josh Berry, who's going to rise in front with the advantage from Everyday Life. Very slow and on shipping at the back there was Grace Hill. Grace Hill parted company with Stephen Connor at fence number 1. As they make their way on now to go up to past the post and race on towards number 2, and out front Elderflower Tonic from Everyday Life 5 Shoros. Just in behind these then, as they continue to make their way on up towards the top end of the track, races Push Push, and they're being followed next in the field by Elderflower, or rather towards the rear of mid division, races French Adventure, and the overback marker is Lowman Lady. So field already reduced to sticks as they turn across the top of the track and prepare to race on towards fence number 3, and it is Elderflower Tonic with the advantage, being followed in second spot by Everyday Life. Right in behind these then in third races 5 Shiros, who in turn has been followed next in the field by a lighter tree, Push Push down the inside between horses Lowman Lady, and towards that one's outside races French Adventurer for the Mick Goff team. So right-handed they swing and make the bend downhill. That's going to take them on towards fences 4 and 5 down along the back straight this afternoon. And out front as they come to it, Elderflower Tonic with the advantage over safely from 5 Shores towards the outside. Everyday Life just in behind the spot the yellow cap in third, being followed then by Push Push in blue and yellow colours. French Adventurer in purple and yellow comes next, and the overback marker in orange is Lowman Lady as they rise now and make their way on to go through the gap. They'll shortly be turning sharp right to go back into the infield on their way towards the repositioned fence number 6, and as they do so, it is Elderflower Tonic with the lead, being chased in second spot by the blue jacket or 5 Shiros, and they're being followed back in third by Everyday Life. Push Push for fourth, being followed by French Adventurer, and last of all Lowman Lady. Here's fence number 6 for Elderflower Tonic. Crashed onto the top of it but survives from 5 Shiros in second spot. Back in third behind these then is Everyday Life, and they're being chased as they make their way on down towards the end of the back straight by Push Push towards the outside of runners. Lowman Lady is last with 1, and French Adventure is last of all. So tight right hand turn as they prepare to leave the top of the track behind them and race downhill towards the fence that was their first a circuit ago. It'll be number 7 this time, 7 from the finish in all. And out front, Elderflower Tonic continues to dictate the pace under Josh Berry, being chased in second spot by 5 Shores and Barry Stone. Next up and behind these then races Everyday Life and Shane O'Rourke as they go to rise at number 7. And out front, Elderflower Tonic from 5 Shiros in second, Everyday Life, Push Push and Barry O'Neill in fourth. They're being followed next to the field by Shane Cotter aboard the next one racing, which is Lowman Lady, and last of all is Harry Goff and French Adventure. So heading now towards the fence that's 6 from the finish, and over in front, Elderflower Tonic with the lead, being chased in second spot by 5 Shoros within about 3 parts of a length. Back in third behind these then races Everyday Life, and they're then being followed next up in the field by Lowman Lady, with Push Push around that one's outside, French Adventure last of the 6. Making their way now towards the top of the track on their way towards the fence that'll be 5 fences and all from home, and Elderflower Tonic with the lead under Josh Berry comes to it by about 2 parts of a length to 5 Shiros in second. Back in third behind these then as they make the downhill run races Everyday Life, and just in behind these as they and Elderflower Tonic has been carried wide off the bend. Similar comes to fly for 5 Shiros, done no favours by this horse, but all still standing as they make their way on down the hill. Elderflower Tonic, 5 Shoros in second spot. Back in third behind these races Everyday Life, and then Push Push and Lowman Lady and French Adventure. That was 4 out, and racing on quickly now towards the fence that's 3 from the finish, and Elderflower Tonic from 5 Shoros up on the outside. Back in third behind these then races Everyday Life, who crashed out to the top of that. They're being followed then by Push Push. Lowman Lady is next in front of French Adventure. Racing now, they're sure to be turning right-handed and racing back towards the fence. That'll be their second last in the infield. And it's Elderflower Tonic. 5 Sure is right up alongside now. They're being followed back in third by Everyday Life. Just in behind these, so there's 3 or 4 lengths for a break to find the next one racing, which is Lowman Lady in company with Push Push. French Adventure has always been in rear. Here's 2 out. Elderflower Tonic over. 5 Sure towards the outside. Another mistake from Everyday Life in third at the time. Lowman Lady is next. They're being followed then by French Adventures running on past Push Push, who's beginning to struggle in rear. Right-handed they turn and begin to make their way across the top of the track. And out front it's Elderflower Tonic, who has them all on the stretch now. 5 Sure is her nearest pursuer. Back in third behind these is Everyday Life and then Lowman Lady. They're being followed downhill by French Adventure. Push Push is being eased and will likely pull up in the home straight. Making their way downhill, they've 1 fence left to jump the 4-year-old mare's Maiden. And out front with the advantage, it is Elderflower Tonic, who's kicked 5-6 clear under Josh Berry from back in second spot races. 5 Sure is, but as the race down towards the 13th and final fence, it's Elderflower Tonic by 5 or 6 to the last. She comes to it, she's safely head over it, no problems there from 5 Sure, who was slow at the last. There's a right battle on for the third. Further and further clear is Elderflower Tonic for Josh and Dara Berry. This is an impressive performance. She takes the opening 4-year-old mare's Maiden. Going to be tight for the second. That'll go to 5 Sure. They've been followed in by French Adventurer, and then in behind these Lowman Lady, and then Everyday Life. And looking back up towards the top of the track, Push Push was pulled up before the final fence.